I like to shed a shining light on wildlife, in particular raccoons. Raccoons are brilliant, fun, quirky, and certainly sly. Their lives matter as much as any other animal. I'd like to speak about a family who suffered the consequences of tree cuttings. I was introduced to Looney Tune. We know him as Aslan by a dear friend. When I first met him, he was a tiny, soft, confused, and shattered raccoon. His story began in a big, strong, beautiful tree. Aslan knew this as his home with his mama, where he played and felt love with his siblings. This tree, also a living being, grew green, high, wide, and maybe a little out of shape. It had leaves, bark, and it became a great shelter for Aslan and his family. And then one day, the loud, scary machine was there. The tree started weeping, but Aslan and his siblings were scared and they didn't know what to do. The tree's fate was now sealed as it was being cut limb from limb. His mama came running, screaming to save her babies as the monster blade struck her babies. The blood-curdling screams deafened them all. Then the next baby and the next. The mama tried, and she stood brave as she saw her babies taken and their home destroyed. She tried to protect her children, and the monster blade was so mad that it cut her again and again with a vengeance. Aslan watched his family and his home totally destroyed. He tried to help, but the blade got him too, cutting him nearly in half. Aslan made it out of the torn limbs of his family and his home. His mother and his siblings were all in pieces now. Some kind human found him, got him to a vet, where he got stitched back together. He fought hard to live, but he was so traumatized and anxious. He now recovered after a month, but still needed to grow. After all, he was only 2 months old. Today, we will remember and honor Aslan's family and their home. This is for the millions of trees. This is for the millions of trees and wildlife that are murdered for our materialistic wants. And Aslan still lives, and he's free and wild